Hello everyone, just a quick video here. It's been about a week since I made my last one, and getting close now to moving down to Arizona. I think I originally told you in my other video that I had 2 interviews with 2 companies down when I drove down there, and I've heard from both of them. One of them called me on the phone here about 4 days ago and offered me the position. It was the one that I wanted, away from trucking, still involved with transportation, but not trucking. And it was the job that I drove down there for, specifically hoping that I would get the job. So they offered it to me. I accepted, and all I have to do now is do a background check, which, you know, I don't think is going to be a problem. So I'm going to be heading down here in about 4 or 5 more days down to Arizona and get ready. So you can imagine what people do to go through moving. I still had some things in my storage that I didn't want to part with, so I decided to keep the storage until next week here, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it out. So I think I originally had mentioned I have a second car, a little Chevy HHR, which is a very small car, front-wheel drive. So my original idea was to go ahead and get a dolly. Since it's front-wheel drive, it'll pull up on the back, and I can tow it with my van down in Arizona. And it's got a pretty large storage in the back. When you put all the seats down and you move the front seats forward, I can get quite a few things down and into the back. So what's in my storage right now, I'm hopeful to put in the back of that, and the remainder put back here in the van, which there isn't much room. As you know, I put the queen mattress back in, so not much room, but I'll make it work somehow, one way or another. There's still space somewhere that I can find. Made a couple of changes real quick here, kind of show. I got myself another smaller TV antenna, because the big one that I had, I think I told you guys in one of the videos that it just wasn't working really well. It was just too big, and I was having to set it up front, you know, and it just wasn't working really well. So anyway, I've gone ahead and bought this smaller one. It's not quite as good, but I can fold it up and put it into one of my little storage units, which fits into the cabinet, so it works out well. Most of everything in a van, I'm sure most van dwellers would agree that, you know, you've got to really shorten things up and just essential things that you need, because you just don't have any space in a 9-foot bed to do anything. And of course, I've showed you guys down below in the van that underneath you can see here that I've got all of my things that I'm taking with me down to Arizona, and what I want to keep, but I put it underneath the van in a kind of a jigsaw puzzle type arrangement. And I've got it about as full now as I can possibly get. And of course, I think it's going to help, because it'll work as insulation. As you know, I've insulated the whole van. Now, one of my subscribers, and forgot the name, but had mentioned in the back that had noticed in my video that my clothing rack in the back here was sagging. So as you know, there was I used a curtain rod that goes all the way across, and if you notice back here, you can see where the curtain rod is inside of this copper pipe. So I bought a larger copper pipe in which the curtain rod went on the inside, so the edges go over the edge of the roof, and this one's sitting a little bit on top of my board. But you can see that my entire clothing rack is completely straight, and it's holding up, you know, quite a bit of weight. I mean, I've got coats and heavier clothing in here, and I still haven't got everything in here that I'm going to get, so that's going to fill up over there and make this pretty tight all the way across. But I mean, I got a full closet in here already, so it really makes it nice, the fact that that was such a great idea, something that I hadn't thought of, as using a copper pipe across the back, you know, inside or outside of a regular curtain rod to to make it strength enough, and everything just slides across really well. So thank you. Sorry I forgot your name, but appreciate that remark. It was very helpful. Other than that, gone down today and reserved my dolly so I can put the car in the back. I've made a couple of other little adjustments getting ready to go. You know, it's just it's finally kind of hitting me that I'm leaving a place that I lived for 7 years. I really like Reno. It's just, you know, it's gotten kind of expensive to live here, and you know, if you're in the tech industry and, you know, a couple of other types of fields that technology, you know, those kind of jobs are available here, but at a cost, because the prices of housing has gone up here, rents have gone up here substantially. So I'm not sad for the fact I'm leaving, because of the fact that I really can't live here anymore. And down in Arizona, it's just more affordable. Cost of living's a little lower. And, you know, I might find something down there. I have mentioned that I might look around for different things once I'm down there. So we're just going to have to wait and see how that all works out. But I just wanted to make a quick update on a video so you guys know that everything is going according to plan. Hopefully when I get down there, I'll be able to start my new job and go directly into working, so I won't lose any money and start banking money away again a little bit while living in the van. The temperatures down there are very comfortable right now, getting down to like 55 and 50. That's, you know, I'm not going to need much heat, if any, to be able to sleep at night, so it's going to work really well. So anyway, that's kind of it for the video. I did have one person ask me, I know I kind of demonstrated this already and talked about it, that if I can pull this thing out here, that how do I use the restroom at night? You know, I bought one of these cans at a Home Depot. I have black trash bags, and you know, I have my vacuum cleaner in there right now. But you know, this is only going to be used in an emergency situation. I mean, I am not going to go number 2 in this van and plan on it. But, you know, it will sit here between the seat and the cabinet. I can use it. And basically, once again, you know, if I go ahead and do number 2, just throw the trash bag away when I'm done, and use the can for storage again. So that's an answer to a question that somebody asked me. So anyway, that is it for my video today. Again, I'll try to update. Probably the next video I will make will be probably in another week. Will be when I'm actually getting everything hooked up and getting ready to go. So I'll make some videos on my run down once I'm down into Arizona, kind of what I'm doing, and we'll just go from there. So again, if you liked my video, please like. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. And you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you probably toward the end of next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.